Whether you're an 11-year-old kid who's picking up the guitar for the first time like I was, or maybe you're married and have kids and have other commitments in your life, or maybe you're retired and just have a lot of time to kill. These are some of the things I wish I knew when I was starting out, and I hope they help you. My first tip is practice regularly. Consistency is key here because consistent practice leads to a habit, and habits become hard to kick. Think about something that you do every single day. For example, if you drink coffee every morning, I don't think I can remember a single morning in the last 3 months where I haven't had a coffee. For me, a good habit, especially one that isn't destructive, makes you feel rewarded once you do it. Guitar rewards me with the feeling of feeling good. I would say try to do 5 minutes. I think everybody has 5 minutes at least every day. Just get that practice in. It improves your life. Trust me. The next tip is learning a little bit of music theory. Now, you don't need to be a Jacob Collier or something like that and know freakish amounts of theory. But the thing with theory is that it gives you names to things that you're doing, especially once you start playing with other people and you need to be able to describe what you're doing. Knowing the theory goes a really long way to communicating what you want more effectively. At the very least, in your first year of guitar playing, I would say make sure you know what keys are, be able to tell the difference between a major and a minor chord, and in every key, familiarize yourself with the 1, 4, 5, 6 progression. That gets you about 80% there, and that lets you play most pop songs you hear on the radio. The next tip is start slow. Be kind to yourself. When you're first starting, especially if you're an adult learner, these things are difficult. They're gonna take time. I studied Japanese for a couple of years and I'm still not fluent. If the saying is true and music is a language, then music also takes time. So be patient with yourself. I am aware that patience is a hard thing to build, especially when you're excited about something and you want to do something straight away, but you just can't do it. So something that I do that I think really helps is to make sure that you know a few things really well. If you know 4 chords really well, get the enjoyment out of that. And then later on, you can give yourself the patience to learn the other 100. The next tip, use a metronome. If you ask me what the most important thing in learning music is, it's rhythm. Practice with a metronome with the intent of building an internal sense of timing. I reckon if most bands had a choice between someone who could play in time and someone who knew a lot of theory, they would choose the person who could play in time. So make it super easy for yourself to practice with a metronome. That means putting a metronome app on your phone, and then every time you practice, just turn it on and play with it. The next one is learn songs. If music is a language, then songs are our everyday conversations. Learning music theory without learning songs is kind of like going to English class and then shutting yourself in your room and never talking to anybody. And on top of that, I would think that your love for songs and your love for a certain artist is what drew you to the guitar in the first place. So pick songs that you yourself like. If you're more likely to play them, you're more likely to practice, and that's profit. The next tip is please take care of your hands. We don't think about it, but your hands as a guitar player are the tools of the trade. So you got to take care of them. So make sure you stretch before you play. So I've got a few basic stretches that I just do before I play, just to make sure my hands are loosey-goosey. I had a time in uni where I played so much that I started having this like repetitive stress injury thing in my finger, and it really hampered my ability to play for like the next couple of months. So take care of yourself. Expose yourself to different genres. Listen to all sorts of types of music. There was something that my lecturer said that really stuck with me, and that was to be descriptive, not prescriptive. If I go to the radio and I listen to the top 100 songs, instead of just judging it and saying, oh, this stuff sucks, I don't like it, listen to it and ask yourself, why do these songs appeal? What is it about these songs that make people go, oh, I really love this song? For example, listening to metal music really taught me how much the drums and the bass guitar contribute to a full and powerful sound. Whereas listening to pop songs really taught me that less is more, and how much story and lyrics play a role. Broaden your skills, open up your eyes, and you'll become a more versatile guitar player. And maybe you might discover something else that you love. So there's always that. Get into the habit of recording yourself. Oftentimes when we are playing and practicing, we're not actually listening. Even after what will be almost 20 years of playing guitar, there are times where I'm playing something and I'm not realizing how I'm sounding until I actually listen back to it and I go, hey, I didn't actually know I sounded like that. And that actually doesn't sound as good as I thought it did. Even if it's just opening up your voice memo app and pressing the record button as you play, and then listening back to yourself, and then figuring out ways that you can improve and do things a little bit better. That's a great way to objectively hear your progress. And it allows you to spot any mistakes in areas that you could improve in your playing. It's also why I record covers, which by the way, you can check out. Play with other people. Music is a language. I think I've said that 3 times. So music is connection with other people. I play about once a month with my friends at church, and those friendships and connections are some of the best ones I have now. And that's because it's a time where we can come together and do something that we love together. I think in the internet age where everyone's learning how to play the guitar at home, online, make sure you find someone else to play with sometimes, and you'll have a lot more fun. Trust me. Please, please enjoy your journey. Just like everything in life, it is a journey. We can have long-term goals, but it's important to celebrate the short-term ones along the way. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this one. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you want to see next. Until then, catch up.